Hello. So I hope everyone is back. So to give you guys a little bit of context, right? Early in the morning, we have this future of work. So we are talking about the entrepreneurs. We're talking about the workers, all right? Then what we just had was the future of finance. So we are talking about money, the medium of exchange. So now, more importantly, we are coming step by step. There's a flow. Today, we are going to talk about entrepreneurs. And these are very young entrepreneurs. And they are not just like some entrepreneurs from overseas, they are actually local entrepreneurs. So the title of this segment is called, So do you want to be an entrepreneur? How does it feel like to be an entrepreneur? What is in the minds of entrepreneurs all the time? Are they always thinking about money? How is it like to think about money all the time or make money, you know? Is it all about money? Or is there a greater value that they are creating for society? And over the past 6 months, Adam Smith Center has been in search of promising entrepreneurs, okay? And these entrepreneurs, all four of them, reflects the values of Adam Smith. And so today, we are very happy to have our first entrepreneur, Miss Zera. So Zera, she is an ex-investment banker. She left her very comfy investment banking job, and she started her own company that focused on hair loss. So without further ado, here's Zera.
Oh, thank you so much, Henry. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you've had a good day so far, and I'm extremely thrilled to be here today, so thank you for this opportunity. My name is Zera, my company is Zelta Technologies, and today I'll be telling you a bit about what we do, and also the journey, so my personal journey so far. It's been a short but very exciting 3 months, and there's so much more that we are looking forward to. So here goes. At Zelta, we are working on Hair Day, a mobile artificial intelligence platform that seeks to analyze and track hair loss with machine learning. So in other words, we want to say that we want to put the AI in giving you a good hair day. So why hair loss in the first place? After I graduated from the University of Oxford last year, I joined an investment bank. And guess what? I started losing so much hair. Now, this was really scary for me because being a young girl, I care about my looks, and I used to have a head of really healthy, happy hair that all the hairdressers would praise me, oh, you have such nice hair. And suddenly, I had hair thinning around the crown. Oh dear, what a disaster. After having done more research, I found out that actually, I wasn't alone. In fact, a majority of the population will suffer from hair loss at one point or another in their lives. So I wanted to turn my personal pain into something tangible that could help the millions of people like me, and I knew that I couldn't do it by myself, which is why I formed a team. The team consists of 3 of us, and we are supported by a commercial and a scientific advisory board. So together, when we took a look at this problem, my advisors told me, Zera, why don't you try and find out what the pain points that people with hair loss face are, and so that is what we did. From our market research and from speaking with dermatologists, with trichologists, we have found out that people have 2 main problems. The first is analysis of hair loss, and the second would be the tracking of their hair loss. And that is why we are currently working on the Hair Day app. So what the Hair Day app seeks to allow users to do is to take a picture of their scalp and then to use machine learning analytics to analyze the scalp condition. Should users wish to, they can then be put in touch with a dermatologist or to look at other options, for example, wigs, bandanas, treatments, etc. In the long run, we aim to be more than just a mobile app company, and we aim to work with SMEs such as dermatologists, and also to build relationships with brands such as Unilever, L'Oreal, Procter & Gamble to drive unique insights for them. So this has been a great journey so far. And in the short 3 months since our inception, we are already part of the Oxford Pre-Accelerators program. We have participated at pitch events in the UK where we are based. And also we have presented at events, great events such as this. So we're really thankful to be here today. But more importantly for me personally, it has been a very interesting journey. And I'll tell you why. The decision to transfer or to make such a big career change from investment banking to entrepreneurship wasn't an easy one. Here you can see 2 photos of me in New York, and that was when I went for my IB training last year because I worked for an American bank. I had a great time, I went to Wall Street, I took a helicopter around New York, and my IB journey whilst it was full of ups and downs, it brought many great opportunities, I had great mentorship, and I just was learning quite a lot. The reason, however, I embarked on entrepreneurship or decided to give it a shot is because I wanted to be able to be a bit more creative, to look at things with a more strategic mindset, and that is why I decided to make this change. And lo and behold, I have gotten exactly what I've wanted. Some days now it's the converse. I wish someone were there to give me a bit more guidance, to tell me, oh, maybe you should look at this, you should look at that. Because sometimes I feel that I don't know what I need to do. And however, what I really like is that it's a very exploratory phase. I approach everything with a very exploratory attitude, and that is something that I really enjoy. Also, often I'm faced with things like self-doubt because I'm 23, so how can I build up my credibility in front of investors? How do I get out there and speak to more users? How do I build my machine learning database? These are challenges that are really difficult and not easy to solve. However, 2 main things have contributed to my ability or have constantly spurred me on. The first is my family, and actually my parents are here today, so thank you, Dad and Mum, for having come to support me. My family has been, thank you, my family has been a source of support and inspiration. And whenever people always say that grit and tenacity are very important in entrepreneurship, and I think that is really true. So whenever I feel a bit down, there are 2 people that I really look to, and these are my grandparents. I think to me they are the epitome of determination, and when I am faced with obstacles, I think, okay, well, if they can do it, it is worth me giving a shot. So I guess the first piece of advice, if any, if I were in a position to give it, would be, it is great to have role models, great businessmen like Elon Musk and Tim Cook. But no matter what, I think it is very important to also look to the people around us for inspiration because they are more relatable to us, and we can even ask them how they go about doing things. The second thing that has spurred me to continue on this journey would be the great learning trajectory that it has brought me. So here, the picture on the left, I was at an angel investor pitch, and on the right, this is us at the Oxford Pre-Accelerator program. In these 3 months, I've done things that I have never done in my 23 years of life. I set up a company, I went out to pitch to investors. I started devising ways, how do I broach this subject of hair loss, a very sensitive topic to people affected to it? How do I get the user input on this? And I'm very thankful for these opportunities. At present, I don't know whether this will be a failure, whether it will be a success, and all I can do is to continue to do my best and see where this goes. So thank you for having me here today for this opportunity to share about my personal learning journey, and I'll be really happy to answer any questions either later on in the panel discussion or thereafter. Thank you.